Hello. Welcome everyone. Welcome Navjack, welcome Krua, welcome Austral Sage, welcome Archibald, welcome Lillian, welcome everyone, and thank you so much for subscribing, Austral Sage. Incredibly kind of you. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, so I use Guestcap audio for my BGM, but I kind of like getting some sort of... So I always unmute my Guestcap audio right before this scene, but doing that like doubles the music since I can I monitor the Starting Soon music. So if I unmute Guestcap audio too early, it's quite noticeable. But actually every time, a little Easter egg, I guess, is if you listen closely, the music gets fucked up and weird every time just before I switch to the scene. Because it's always briefly duplicating, but I usually wait till till the song has almost fully faded out, so it's much less noticeable. But yeah, welcome everyone. I had a big long day at the park. I actually wasn't sure if I'd make it on time, but I just about got there, and I believe I finally have reached 100 bird species, which is very exciting. I got into birding, I don't know. I got into taking photos of animals and figuring out what they were on a naturalist a couple months ago. I guess start of May. I'm sorry, start of March. And I started to I don't know, seriously berg a few weeks ago, actually getting complete eBird checklist going. Yeah, thank you, yeah. I need to go over my images. There's a couple things I'm not 100% sure about, but I'm almost certain I hit 100 today. Hey, welcome Derby, welcome. But yeah, I keep saying this, but everyone should berg, everyone should get into berging. It's very fun. It's if you all have the collection itch, the urge to you know, if you're into collecting games and collecting things and that kind of stuff, if you have that gene, I think berging has been by far the most satisfying way to scratch that for me. As soon as you start keeping lists of what you've seen so far and keeping track of what you could see that's new, I think it gets much funner. And it's just a good excuse to go outside and walk around and get some sunlight, which is good. Oh hell yeah, Krua. I keep talking to friends about how it's I don't even think I'm particularly into birds. It's just way harder, at least here, to go mammal watching or lizard watching or whatever. We have one kind of lizard and two kinds of squirrels, and that's kind of all you see. But then we have hundreds of birds that are always out in the open and singing beautiful songs. So I really think of it more as just I'm into animal watching, but it's at least as far as vertebrates go, it's hard to see many things that aren't birds. Whoa! Interesting. But yeah, welcome everyone. I guess we can go ahead and start spinning some adjectives. See what we're working with today. Monthly. Monthly is bizarre. I have no clue what I'm doing with monthly. I guess bats migrate, but that's kind of it. I feel like mammals aren't big. Some bats migrate. I guess some ungulates migrate. A lot of oceanic mammals migrate. Any seasonal changes in behavior could factor in. But none of these really, like, all of these are very much stretching monthly, right? Like, these would more be seasonal. I think it's mostly birds and that. I don't think there are any mammals. Other than humans, I guess. All the leggies leaping and so on. And there's like milkers milking, presumably, right? Or some milkmaids milking. So presumably there's some sort of off-screen cows going on. Implicit cows. Joking. Another one, very hard, like, great word. Very hard to look at a picture of a Rogan and say, oh, that's joking. Like, even purely on vibes. Made the milking. Yeah, true. Like how, like sometimes it does describe them in a way that makes it sound like they're spoiling their offspring. Like it mentions that they'll, you know, stay with their young for much longer. But this is a brutal start. Yeah, the humans, yeah, I could mention the humans, they definitely count. Creepy. Creepy is good, that's at least doable. There are definitely some creepy mammals. I feel most mammals aren't very creepy to me. Like even rodents, they're just kind of cute in all these images. I think it's more like shocking one. No way! What the hell? There's no way we have monthly and weekly. That's fucked up. I hate that. This sucks. This is insane. Monthly and weekly. Welcome, large novelty. Yeah, I wonder if like weekly almost makes monthly easier. Villains! Thank you so much for the raid.
Repo man's always intense.
Welcome. What were you up to? We just rolled today's adjectives, the criteria by which I'm about to review some randomly selected mammals, and go evening, Greedra. I should rate Sam and Max. How is Sam and Max? Which Max is the little one, right? I always get them mixed up, but Max is the little rabbit, right? And Sam's the dog, the big dog. But I think Max is creepier to me than Sam. I think Sam might be kind of joking, much more so than Max. I feel they're more monthly than they are weekly. But yeah, actually we have some like truly horrible, terrifying adjectives. Welcome, Valerie. Welcome. I've been reading Curse Kiss Cute every like night. I'll like read a scene before I go to bed. It's so good. I've been having so much fun. I like actually was like kind of trying to like only half watch the streams of like talking about the AI recommendations and stuff and why those suck. Like I was, you know, I was paying attention to the individual criticisms, but I was trying to just like let the story wash over me because I don't want it to be too spoiled. But yeah, welcome in. And let's spin the first mammal. Cephalorhynchus, eutropia. Chilean dolphin. Yes, yes, the return. The return of our favorite illustrator. I I love Chris Ha. I love the dolphin line art we get on all of these every time. Like, such a good King style. You like see this, you immediately know it's Chris Ha. Yeah, just like the most wonderful, adorable illustrations. Yeah, it's so simple, but every one of them has this like, I don't know, just pure joy to it. It's like, it's so good. Yeah. Very, very mysterious photo. Commonly referred to in Chile as tonina. Whoa. Very, like, Patagonian range. Actually, I don't know. Does, like, the Chilean coast still count as Patagonia? When I think Patagonia, I think more like here, like inland. Some marine mammals migrate. I feel like the... Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome. I feel like the very, like, restricted range might be a sign it doesn't migrate. But we'll see. It could, like, locally migrate. Hell, there are, like, grebes I've read about that, like, migrate across a small pond, like, or something, I think. Like, there's... I mean, not grebe. There's some animal that, like, just migrating from the, like, southern shore to the northern shore of, like, some body of water. I love grebes. Grebes are awesome. That was one of the mammals I saw actually that helped bring me up to 100 was Clark's grebe, I believe. I have to go over my photos, but I think the bill was too dark to be the western grebe, I think. Whatever the other kind of grebe we have here is. Yeah. No, I think it's, like, nice to have things split up into chapters for that exact reason, like, it's helpful for me to, like, I don't know, just be like, I'm gonna bite off, I'm just gonna bite off this, like, very definite chunk today. It's just gonna be like a little advent calendar kind of thing, a little treat before bed. Even if it's, like, quite arbitrary, I think it's, like, good to do, or I don't know, I personally always appreciate when it's split up like that. Just so I can feel like, oh yeah, I wonder what happens in today's scene, you know, like, it makes it, yeah, I don't know, episodic things can be fun. Yeah, it has the, like, fjord-looking thing going on if you zoom in enough, Chile. Especially, like, down south. It gets, like, very fractal with it. I wonder if they're literally fjords, because, like, it's not as extreme. Yeah, it gets straight up fjords. Okay, I feel like whenever you see that, it's just fjords. Yeah. They herd the fish they eat by, like, swimming in circles around it. That's quite wonderful. Is there any, like, migration? Maybe later. I just want to make sure I'm not missing any, like, migration thing. Hey, welcome, Nello. Yeah, we have the Chilean dolphin. Yeah, no, there are, like, fjords in other very non-Scandinavian things. I think, like, Newfoundland might have fjords. I definitely know they're in very non-Scandinavian places as well, which is always, like, funny, because, yeah, it feels so Scandinavian. Oh, hell yeah. Yeah, there's, like, I know there's, like, some, like, I know the didn't, like, the marsupials, like, the American possums get here by, like, crossing from Australia over the Antarctic to South America when all that was connected. Like, I think there is weird I think there are other weird, like, ecological connections between the Americas and the Australias that just come from the fact that those used to be chained together by Antarctica. And I know there's something I was, like, reading recently was about the, like, historic, because, you know, it wasn't always, like, buried under massive ice caps, right? It wasn't always, like, frigid, inhospitable wasteland. So there's, like, a lot of, like, fossils of, like, we have a good sense of what used to live in Antarctica. Like, there are all these fossils, and there are all these, like, groups of animals that are, like, Antarctic. Yeah, there are all these, like, extinct Antarctic animals. And, I don't know, just thinking about, like, what back when the Antarctic was, like, more habitable for more, like, animals, it is, like, quite cool, like, reading about what it used to be like. I think it's sort of an archipelago, too. Like, I think under the ice, it's not really one continuous landmass. There's, like, a big chunk of land, but then just, like, a bunch of islands. Let's see, can we see? Yeah. Yeah. It's something like this. I don't know how reputable this random map posted on Reddit is, but if you look it up, it's like, I don't know, it's quite awesome. And this used to just be, like, inhabited by, like, marsupials and stuff. Quite fun to think about. They're believed to not migrate. Oh no. There you go. Oh, I missed that. Whoa. Okay, that's really interesting. It's like literally being compressed. Wow. By the ice. Oh, this is awesome. This is classic of naming animals. In the early part of the 20th century, the Chilean dolphin was commonly known as the black dolphin. This was later agreed to be a poor choice of name. Most of the few individuals studied by scientists were either washed-up individuals whose skin had darkened due to exposure to air, or live specimens seen at sea but only at a distance, so darker than they appeared. They're just gray and white. They're just like classic thing of like naming an animal after a trait it doesn't actually have. Oh, that is quite wonderful. That is excellent. that is... Somehow I did not know that blue whales were gray, embarrassingly. But I think it's because I'm so used to seeing images like this. Yeah, no, they are just gray. Like there's, yeah. That's really funny. Because of the whale emoji is like extremely blue, and like all these cartoon drawings of them are like, I mean, this one's like grayish blue, but still. God, blue whale is just such an amazing animal. Oh yeah. They're quite cute. It is crazy that, like, these things get sending from, like, little mouse-like creatures, you know? That mammals just, like, learning how to be fish again. Evolution's so cool. Look at them swimming in pairs. Wonderful. There's like nothing on their GBIF. Am I even in the right place? Yeah, this is in the backbone taxonomy. God, how am I gonna how weakly are these? Because I didn't have an inclination on whether these are weakly or not. I can take a look. Does it indicate? Oh hell yeah, this is nice. They're gregarious. Considered rare except in area where large groups are. That makes it feel not weekly. I think like they have to be kind of a reliable occurrence to be weekly. I think a rare creature isn't really weekly. Because that make them monthly, we were using like migration, we were factoring migration into monthly. But in terms of like how often you could see one of these, I think they are kind of monthly. Joking, was there anything about how they care for their young? Young calves are cared for by their mothers where they learn to forage and navigate social behavior. Hell yeah, they're joking. Absolutely. They do also swim in pairs, but that's not jogging to me. Jogging has to be like... That's just like gregarious, right? Like jogging is kind of an asymmetric relation, right? Like you kind of... Or I don't know, you kind of have to be like spoiling them. Like, I guess you can be, like, mutually jogging, but it would count for something, I guess. But I think just swimming in pairs, because to me, that can affect you. Well, I mean, there's all the stuff people, like, say about dolphins, and they get up to weird things, but I'm, like, not at all creeped out by this. This is just majestic, you know? I mean, it's like, they're a little weird. They're a little weird. They deserve some credit. Oh, okay, that's even... Oh, wow, that's definitely jogging. They, like, help out the injury. Okay, that makes me want to go to, like, a 236 or something. Weekly? No, I think this is, like, too rare an occurrence. Like... But they're not, like, insanely rare. Like, they're fogels of big groups and stuff. And, like, a lot of mammals are much rare. We kept finding, like, dried up carcasses, so we called them black dolphins, even though they're just gray. Yeah, if this was a dry animal, it would probably be quite a bit creepier. Really really good illustration. As always, they care for their intrigue. That's really cool. Thank you for alerting us to that, because that's both very relevant to the jogging and just quite interesting intrinsically. Let's spin a mammal. Oh shit. Oh shit. God, this hat is... I think this might be the largest genus. It's like top 5 for sure. Hell yeah. Of mammals, I mean. I know they're like fly genera that have like several thousand species in them or whatever. The kivu, let's go. Look at that range. That is just... You love to see it. You love to see it. Its natural habitat is swamp. Yeah, I'm sure you have like hundreds of photos of this. Wait, Niobe? Did this get merged in with something else? Hey, welcome Hugo. Welcome, welcome. Oh, Gvif accepts it. I love to live in swamp. I wish there's marsh near me. The marsh and swamp are different, right? Because marsh is like on the shore by necessity, but I feel like you could have like... Or, you know, like, I feel like a marsh is always just like a strip of coastal land, but swamp can be like a whole inland area, so there must be something different going on. Yeah, swamps are stagnant. That makes sense. Yeah. That would be great if it was crocodiles. Good. Welcome, Malibe. And bugs are then even more stagnant. Yeah. I have a friend who like studies bugs. I'm not going. I don't have any follow-up. I don't have any cool bug facts. I just know they'll like always be up at like 5 in the morning to collect like soil samples from some bug in like northern Canada. Associated with swamps. Swamps and sedges are preferred habitats. One was caught pretty high up in a mountain, rarely in bamboo forest. Okay, a swamp shrew, that's quite good. Love a swamp shrew. Oh, hell yeah. What do they test in soil cores? Is it like just presence of like minerals and stuff? Like what the is it like mostly chemical stuff? Like what's the composition? Because I imagine it's not like you're checking for bugs or something, or maybe it is, but it seems like a weird way of finding bugs. Fossil pollen and charcoal. Hell yeah. It's not under current threat, but under plausible future threat. Studies are needed to fully understand its natural history. I would love to fully understand the Kivu Shrew's natural history. I want to know its story, you know? Oh wait, image. Do we have an illustration? Oh yes, it's broken. It's broken so I get to crack out the book. minute. Yep, there we go. I get to once again pull out my physical copy of the Handbook of Mammals of the World, Volume 8. And look up Crocidura kivuana. Page 520. So we are looking at 352 in plate 23. I'm looking if there's any extra information, but I think we're over all of this. Oh, they represent half of recorded shrews in some swamps. So that might affect their weekly score, because they have like an incredibly small habitat, because they make up half of all shrews within some parts of that habitat at least. Welcome Elizabeth, and welcome Marigold. Yeah. Okay. Let me get like a decent photo of the shrew book. 1 second. I'll just plop this in the Discord. And here we go. Number 352, right in the middle. Tell me that's not a swamp shrew. It's so fun being able to like pull out my giant reference tome and find the shrew we just rolled, which does not have any illustration, like any viewable illustration on the internet, you know? That's insane that that is a power I have now. The shrew tome, yeah. I should like, I wonder how hard it would be for me to try and fix this on GBIF. I need to like remember which shrews this is happening to, which seems like a pain. And even then I sort of doubt it, because I think, you know, it's not like a wiki or something. It's not just any, I have to probably alert them. Do a better scan than this, upload it myself. It would probably be kind of a pain. That would go crazy. I think they should have more fun with the shrew illustrations, yeah. They should accessorize them. There we go. Images by Tony Lovett. God, the like Windows V keyboard shortcut for viewing clipboard history is extremely useful, but I also keep fat fingering it and hit Windows C, which is the awesome keyboard shortcut that just tells you Microsoft Cortana as a standalone program is deprecated. Did you know that right now on your Windows 10 computer you can hit Windows plus C to see a message about how Cortana in Windows as a standalone app is deprecated? I think that's awesome. I think it's awesome to like remove a feature and still have the really easy to mistype keyboard shortcut for that feature enabled. Yeah, that makes sense because it's probably like never a thing in Windows 11. But I think it's quite awesome to have a keyboard shortcut that just displays a window telling you that the keyboard shortcut doesn't work anymore. Mergler, I am scared, chat. Is Ioki internet of things? What on earth? I am like so curious. Hell yeah. Are you like currently shagging from a smart fridge? Is that what is going on? Oh! Oh, I did not know. I should switch to this. Wait, that is wonderful. Okay, that would be quite nice to be on Windows 10, but not have to worry about like no longer receiving security updates. Oh hell yeah, okay, I should just switch to that. Monthly. Hell yeah. Monthly? Yeah, I did not know that's a thing. That is like very useful to know about actually. Yes, yeah. We gig roll monthly and weekly, which is insane. They're kind of just in one place. And it's quite equatorial, so they probably don't even have like crazy seasonal variants. Yeah, maybe that can be what I use for monthly. It's like how, at least part of it can be how much their behavior seems to like change with the seasons. Joking. The things shrews do where they form little caravans where all the little ones like hold on to the tail because they're like, their eyesight sucks so they would just get lost otherwise, but the thing where they all like line up in a chain and the mom like leads them around is very cute and very joking to me. We don't have like confirmation, not all shrews do this, and we don't have confirmation that these ones do, so I can't go crazy with it. I think living in a swamp boosts your creepiness score, you know? Quite a bit. That's the creepiest habitat. Other than like Surgeon bat habitats, like, you know, the like dark caves. Welcome, Gerbil Ninja. Welcome. Weekly? They're quite common in their habitats, so I think they're like make up half of the shrews in some swamps. So I think they're like surprisingly weekly. They're like quite a regular occurrence. Associating with montane swamps, like one tiny patch of them. At least they make up half the shrews in some of the swamps they're in. I did wonder about that. That feels like cheating a bit too much, but it's very tempting. Let's spin a mammal. Yeah, if I'm desperate, I might consider it. Melogale? Personata. Burmese ferret badger. Ferret badger is intriguing. The ferret badgers. No, definitely not weekly with an A. Oh, these look awesome. I hope we have photos of like a live one. Yes! Yes, look at the pink nose! Fuck yeah. Wait, I think I see something really good coming up, but we have to appreciate the full gallery. Wonderful. And then look at that delicious meal right there. Yeah, welcome, Mage. Welcome, welcome. It is just a fantastically pink nose. There's actually a fair number of observations. Just let me hide it 1 second so I don't like jump scare with roadkill. Wait, this one's quite good. This one's extremely good. Look at that. Look at that sleepy creature. Oh my god. I wonder what the story behind this image is. It's like very mysterious because like someone with like empty profile, 7 observations. God. He is so cute. He is so cute. Welcome to Murderman. God, ferret badger, what a good concept. What a wonderful thing to exist. That is a strong combination. It's funny because we're getting all the like badger hybrids, right? Like we had the hog badger quite recently, and now we have the ferret badger. Incredible photo. God, these rule. These are so good. Thank you, Blueberry Fairy. Welcome, welcome. God. Look! Look! Ferret badgers are just... I think there's like 0 question at all which image I use. Like I mean... Holy shit. Is one of the greatest photos ever taken, you know? Look at this like ugly creature. Look at it napping. It must be so comfortable. It must like for it to just like happily sleep in their arms. It must trust them so much. God. Yeah, it's funny because it's being joking upon, but I think that kind of counts. We're witnessing some joking. This image is by Justins. The Burmese ferret badger. Hey, welcome, Falso. Yeah, we have like truly brutal adjectives. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, having monthly and weekly is still just like, what are the odds? Aww, that's so sad. Rests in underground burrows or under rocks during the day. Mainly terrestrial, but said to be an agile tree climber. Hell yeah. Very little is known about it. Eats like all sorts of bugs and worms. Also like lizards, frogs, rodents, and small birds. I guess, yeah, it's a badger. Or a badgerish thing. It's a musculic. That tracks. It is a normally protected species of Myanmar. Oh my god, Farsa! Thank you so much! That's incredibly kind of you. You do get to add an adjective to the pool if you would wish to. Add a potential future adjective. This is all good. Monthly. There's like no reports of any like seasonal behavior that I could see. Extremely goading vibes. It's not creepy at all, I'm sorry, I feel so comfortable around this creature. Weekly, one of them did say they were apparently fairly common in the surrounding areas like a rice past, and it gives least concern. So I think they're probably somewhat weekly. There are like a number of observations. And the adjectives, by the way, as you can probably see from some of those examples, don't have to literally be adjectives. You can put whatever the hell criteria you want on there. God, Pokemon joking and Pokemon creepy. That would be wonderful. I hope they get like more creative. Like they're running out of like boring dichotomies for the Kegels. I hope they like end up dabbling with some fun ones like that. I hope we get some like Dendriform. Dendra's like teeth, right? So is Dendriform like, or wait, or is Dendrite like branch or tree? I always get confused by this. I feel like it's either teeth or tree. It's one of those two things, and you're saying, yeah, it's branch. Tree-like, hell yeah. Great word. I guess it's just Denta, it's teeth, and that's why I get them mixed up. Yeah, Dentiform. Yeah, of course, of course. Right, wrong place. Ah! I'm struggling here. Dendriform. Wonderful. Yeah, there's definitely much harder stuff on here. I think we can make it work. First note is just awe. Normally protected in Myanmar. It's just such a fun, strange phrase. So I keep trying to think about it and just get distracted by this image, you know? Weirdly high number of hybrid badgers. We have hog badgers, ferret badgers, skink badgers. That doesn't really count, but you know. Also, like, these are just skunks. Not really badgers. Where do these fit? They do spread rabies, at least other things in the same genus too. They have their own subfamily to themselves. They are just their own musculids. Yeah, those are some wonderful, all three of these are wonderful categories of creatures. What is skunk? I mean, it's definitely carnivoran. Is skunk a musculid? Or is it its own kind of yeah, they're musculoids, not musculids, I think. But I think they're kind of their own thing. Or like, where are they? Yeah, they are their own thing. Well, along with the skink badgers. But they're like relatives of the musculids, but not true musculids in the same way red pandas are, and raccoons and koalas are. Yeah, that's quite. It kind of attracts to me. It kind like if you look at just the shape of its face, it kind of attracts to me. Yeah, they're both quite raccoon-like. But I would almost say, like, look at the red panda and look at the skunk. You have to kind of, like, I'm more and more realizing when you want to figure out which animals are related to each other, you have to completely ignore the, like, colors on their coat. Because, like, fur color just changes in a heartbeat, but, like, general shape is much slower to adapt. And shape-wise, these are kind of the same. Yeah. This happens, I'm also learning, we like fucked up a lot of like bird classification because we assumed like I don't know, a lot of the like New World birds are just named after Old World birds that they're like quite distantly related to, but they just happen to like share similar colors with. Like I think our goldfinches in North America are very different from the European goldfinch taxonomically. Robin is still... Actually, wait, sorry. Keep going on burger-legged rants. I know we're here for the mammals. But robins just deeply fucked me up. Because that's just like a wholly different bird in Europe and in America, right? Like, sometimes it's like, okay, those birds basically look the same. But they're distantly related. It's just a convergent evolution. Sometimes it's like, okay, those birds look quite different, but they are actually closely related and you can tell what the similarities are if you know what you're talking about. But these are just two completely unrelated birds that look nothing alike. And it's like fucked up the way we speak, because whenever I hear a European talk about, like, I feel like you read a European poem about the songs of robins or about like something about robins. And you read an American one, and like, I don't know, until I got into bird, just the word robin was just one kind of animal to me. But these are just like two completely different guys. But like, somehow I feel like there must constantly be conversations between Americans and Europeans who, like me until a couple months ago, just don't know a ton of birds, who both just talk about robins without any clue that they're just talking about completely unrelated, massively different animals. This is the one that like really fucks me up, you know? Good night, Jam. Good to see you. Good to see you. But it's like, it's weird, right? Like this in some weird semantic space, because I'm sure there have been like thousands of conversations between Americans and Europeans about robins where they just went the whole time without any clue that they were just talking about completely different things. Yeah. No, a lot of like animals got named before we figured out taxonomy egg all, and there's like weird things. But Australian magpies kind of look like... Actually, do I know this? Because I've seen Australian magpies and I've seen North American magpies, but those might have been far enough in time. Yeah, mouse-like hamsters, I can't get over that. Like, that was so funny. They're called mouse-like hamsters, and then they're just not, they're just mice. Like they don't look hamsterish at all, and they're just not hamsters. Actually, I think you're right. I guess it's more just that, like, magpies are extremely varied, so I never, like, noticed it much. But yeah, this is really quite different from that. Yeah, that gets fucked up then. It's weird, because I always assumed the Australian magpies were corvids, because, like, I know they'll, like, remember faces for a decade and, like, you know, terrorize the same cyclist over and over again, which to me, that's corvid behavior. Like, they seem quite smart. Coincidentally, I guess. Mostly lives on the ground, but a talented climber nonetheless. Yeah. Well, that, I genuinely had no clue until just now that the Australian magpies weren't corvids. And those are like my baseline magpies, because I never lived in a very magpie-heavy city, except for my month in Canberra. So when I think of magpies, those are the ones I default to, but even though they're just not, that's really funny. That is crazy that you never see crows or ravens as roadkills, because they're so fearless, but I guess they're just smart enough that they know when it's safe to walk right up to a person or a car, and they also know, like, and yet they never get hit. God, I am like, I love corvids so much. Yeah, no, I could have believed, I knew there were like different types of magpies, but I definitely could have believed the like default Australian magpie was also just common in Europe or North America or something. Yeah. Hell yeah. Let's take a quick break for eggs. I'll be back in like 4 minutes. God, look at that. Look at the parrot badger. Alright, see everyone soon. Hello! Welcome back, welcome. Extremely good rolls so far. Let's spin another. Glauconycteris gleni. Gleni. God, that Joro emo gets so. I love Joro 3's emo so much. Like, Glenn's Woggled Bat. I should resubscribe soon. Like, too many great streamers out there. Messed up. Holy shit! Does it have eyes? Is this like the naked mole rat of bats? Where's Woggled? Oh, like that's the chicken thing, right? That's like the turkey vulture turkey thing, right? No. No, oh wait, maybe? Yes, yes, it is the chicken thing. It is the fun gangly bit. Where are the Woggles? I was like literally reading about Woggles like just the other day, which is kind of funny. I just forgot about them. It's not confirmed, but there's no like dissenting opinion, and if you tell me these three numbers, I'm gonna assume you kind of know what you're talking about. Like if you measured the forearm length down to the 10th of the millimeter, as well as probably these are like a pair of teeth or something, and you knew to do that, that's good enough for me, you know? Yeah, yeah. The three sizes, I can't. You must have been so embarrassed to tell us this. I keep thinking I should get one of those bat recorder things. I should just go. I guess I've bought too many fun toys recently. I bought a pair of binoculars. You know, I bought. What else can I get? I've been having too much fun buying little gadgets and stuff. I need to like rein myself in for a bit before I get another one. Glenn's the Woggled Bat. No information. Habitat rainforest. No information. No information. Oh, that sounds wonderful. I need to like fix the charger port on my phone so I can get my battery pack to work, and then I could definitely have just like constant ongoing bat recording. Yeah, it is very funny. Glenn's Butterfly Bat? That is a wonderful name. Does it have eyes? Is there any mention of whether it has eyes? No acknowledgement of eyes, I can see. I think it doesn't have eyes. Some bats migrate to this one. It's found in disparate places despite being quite rare. That could be an indication. I'm gonna say it is kinda monthly. Jogging? It looks kind of friendly. It both looks kind of like sly and mischievous. I don't know if it's jogging. I don't know if it's not jogging though. Yeah, yeah. It's like obviously bats kind of a traditionally creepy mammal, but again, it's solely the no visible eyes thing, or at least primarily it's the no visible eyes thing that's doing it for me. I do think this could get like a 241. It's like it's really cool and kind of cute, but it is creepy. It is cute. It is cute. I agree. But I think there's a lot of creepy and cute overlap. I actually think the overlap of creepy and cute is one of the best places you can be. It is not weekly though. This thing seems extremely rare. Cute and scary. Where are its eyes? We don't really know anything about this one. I'm not even sure if that's the right picture, and then I guess we can include its 3 measurements. Yeah, that's perfect. But I do think the smile goes crazy. The smile and the big ears are really good. Wait, is this the eye? No, that's just fur. I thought for a second it like had its eyes closed and curved in a very cute way. But I'm pretty sure zooming in this is just fur. But if you read this as a closed eye, it's like extremely cute. So maybe that is a closed eye. Is this the eye? Does that like track with the other images? None of the other images you can really see. Like that's wonderful if so. Yeah. Alright, let's spin another mammal. Highs under the ears sounds crazy to me. Oh, Miller's Mastiff Bat. Powerfully built body with a broad frame and narrow wings. They mostly live in open areas, though they've also been observed to build their roosts in caves, dry woodlands, roof dwellings, and thorn scrub. Water is important for drinking. I'm always saying this. Water is important for drinking. They mostly eat bugs. They tend to fly in a straight line to their destination. I don't know why this sentence is so funny to me, but I really like they tend to fly in a single file line. Sorry, I just completely misread. To their destination. Like, something really good about their destination. Like, also, I'm glad they fly in a single file line. I think that's extremely cute. They're very well behaved. Whoa, kinda scary. Oh, this one, okay, this one I like a lot. This one's quite funny looking in a good way and awesome. Very like human face to me. Like I can imagine this guy's personality. You know. I feel like I've met this person before. But then this one is terrifying. Like, I think it's mostly the lips. The way the lips are, like, being sucked into its mouth is, like, weird to me. It's, like, kind of... Kivuana has this floopy ear jog thing. There's just something weird about it. Something weird about its mouth that I don't like. The rest of it is quite good. Like, if you do... Yeah, this one just looks so strange. It's so, like, bumpy in shapes. It's so bumpy in shapes. You've been carbonized, yeah. It looks like, what's that one Bep emote? It's like this. It's like that, you know? Especially if you don't zoom in on the emote. Like, just what, like, that emote just looks like a strange, like, I don't know, blend of shapes when it's that thumbnail size. That this one goes too. It's somewhat like, I don't know, like really early, like when like the only things people were using like AI generated images for was like trail cam photo of Patrick Star and it didn't like work at all and it was kind of funny. That era, you know? It kind of looks like something from then. Hey, thank you for the follow, welcome. But before it all went to shit, you know? When it was just the, like, really stupid, barely functional, bizarre image thing. Yeah. Hey, welcome, Spirit Eater. Welcome. Yeah. It's a little harsh, maybe. They had been observed leaving the roost 5 to 15 minutes after sunset. They're eaten by owls. What are these owls like? It's hard for me to imagine a black and white owl. Oh, whoa. God, owls just have the most bizarre faces sometimes. I would hate to be eaten by this, you know? I think it'd be really unpleasant to be eaten by this. It really weren't. It really is a black and white owl. How is it not called like the zebra owl? It must have been like named before anyone knew what a zebra was, you know? AI generated could be a good adjective for the pool. Definitely some creatures with that vibe. Yeah, that's quite awesome. But anyways, they eat this bat. Owls are really good. Have I shown off my great horned owl photos? Probably. I was just really happy because it's like pretty hard to see a great horned owl during the day. But the one time I actually for sure saw an owl, it was just in Galite. It's pretty lucky. Yeah, I love the great horned owls. They're so cute. It was like in one spot for like 2 hours. It was quite incredible. X bugs. Oh, look at all these months. I mean, they often have this, but I think it's the first time we've seen Ixuge. This Gaga helped the monthly score. Welcome, welcome, Pink Honeybug. Welcome, welcome. Like March, April, June, August, May, July, October. That's pretty good monthly wise. They live in cactus scrub. That's quite cool. That is like a solid chunk of the months. Jogging? I have no idea.
Wow,
Draconic dude,
intense.
thank you so much for the raid. Welcome,
man's always
welcome. What are you up to? I almost did the raid command instead of the shoutout command, which would be quite funny. Just immediately raid you back. But yeah. Where I'm young, I'm on a quest to review every single mammal. And it is currently Miller's Mastiff Bat. And we're deciding how jogging it is. Oh hell yeah, I hope that went well. No, I don't think this one's jogging. He's purely on vibes. It's very creepy to me. Weekly? That would be quite funny, like just immediately ragging the person who ragged you back. The lower risk for the IUCN, least concern. They live in open areas, so I feel you can see them quite regularly if you want to, but there's only a couple pictures. I'm thinking like Migling. Weekly scores. This one's kinda just shapes. You can buy the black and white owl. Pretty cool owl. Welcome previous winter. I know, it's insane. And do you have anything else to say about this one? Oh yeah, they tend to fly in a single file line towards their destination. That's really good. Let's spin another mammal. Eisentrauti something mouse. Or something rat. The Mount Lefo brushfur mouse. Oh god, critically endangered. Only found in Mount Lefo. It's definitely a something mouse. It wasn't eisentrauti, except apparently it's also called eisentrauti brush fur mouse. So I was kind of close. Whoa. Hugger was so impressed by the small body size of eisentrauti, a dwarf form, relative to that of Cecopausi from the surrounding region, that they raised it to the rank of species. I just love that they were so impressed by the small body size. I don't remember Mount Lefo, but maybe. I could believe it. Yeah, that is kind of true. I mean, it's explicitly true in this case, but I feel that's kind of common. 33 in this image. Oh, I like this one. I like the, color scheme going on here. I like the orange. That's a good mouse. Yeah, that's a good mouse. What, the Mount Lefo Rushford mouse? Wonderful. I don't think there's any monthly, and I think this one might be so rare that's not even monthly. And there is also no, seasonal information about it. This one looks like it would kind of joke on you. I don't find this creepy. I know some people are scared of rodents. I don't know. I'll give it some credit on that basis. And it also looks like it would creep around a bit, right? No, you're never seeing this. I think first of all, have to include this. Another obscure mouse that lives only on a single mountain, I guess. That's awesome. I don't think I can see it. Oh wait, I think I can. I can see the eyebrow thing. Yeah. This shadow or something here is some curved down eyebrow. I can see it. It is kind of making cartoon angry face. Yeah, hell yeah. There's one mountain in a giant range. That's beautiful. Akodon simulator? Game of the Year 2025 Akodon Simulator. God, I love to play Akodon Simulator. Just experience the joys of being a grass mouse. White-throated grass mouse. It is an insane name. Why is it called that? Why is one Patagonian grass mouse called Simulator? Digital mouse. We can't check for... Yeah, no, there are no photos. Shockingly. Computer mouse! So true. Wow, do we not have vanilla? Oh no. Yeah, no, it's just missing the legend. Brutal. The PogChamp mouse was insane. I can't believe that was the last one I got on the Holly stream. I can't believe that, like, I forgot to capture the wheel, so it looked fake as hell. The Pognomus Championi. The funny thing is, I was like the last person to get that it was called PogChamp. Like, I think everyone lost me at that before I like figured out what was happening. Yes, thank you, George Pablo. Yeah, Eisentrauti we've had before. Eisentrauti has several and Mammals named after him. Hey, welcome, Sherfram. Welcome, welcome. Fucking Akodon Simulator. May, January, May, July, December, that's pretty good. Nocturnal. Least concern. They also, you know, do not need to get into all this, you know? I should. The 2000s Mammals should be an Akodon Simulator stream. Yeah, that was a lot of months. I have to hand it to it. No, it looks like it would be jogging. No. I mean, it would creep around, so it gets points for that. Weekly. Least concern. But, like, no photos? I'm thinking, like, 105. That would be quite good. I feel that way about some of the, like, efficient animals. Just they do not care about this one. If only it was squeakly. Akodon Simulator. Yeah, that's good. I have no other comments about this creature. Cookdown Simulator. Vombatus? Ursinus? Crazy Latin name. Yes! Yes! Let's fucking go. Common wombat. Pretty good range. Yeah, I mean there are other wombats, but this is default wombat. Combat, yeah. Ecological engineers, we love to hear it. Koalas use wombat burrows? I think of koalas as being strictly arboreal. That's kind of insane. Wombats are usually fairly tolerant of non-threatening species and have a number of burrows that they can occupy. A koala moves into its house, it's just like chill with it and just lets it stay there while it like goes back to the guest room. That's incredible. They're so accommodating. Many wombats can live in the same burrow. Yeah, their dung is cube-shaped. That is confirmed. They do shit cubes. Do we have a picture? Whoa, that is crazy. That is bizarre. Brag, yeah. No, it looks like scarily edible. Yes, they do plug up their burrows with their bugs. I do know this, which is wonderful. It does look way too edible. I feel this way with like many Australian mammals. They just look like you know, that ecosystem must be so fragile because they have so many like large looking, just delicious looking creatures that seem to move quite slowly. Yes! Wait, no, okay, yeah, that is what I've heard of. Yeah, they'll like... Yeah, no, sorry, yeah, that's right. They like crush their like predator skulls. Yeah, the poop does also look way too edible. They do just kind of look like tiny brownies or something. So what is the whole wombat taxonomy situation? Because it's like that's the only member of the genus. And yeah, the other two are hairy-nosed wombats. Yes. God, they're so good. They're so good. They're just the cutest. I love how big their heads are, you know? Yeah, really good shape. They're so like weird, like plush toy you get of a kid that's not like depicting any animal in particular. Like it's just supposed to be fluffy and cute nondescript creature. Welcome, circle back. Also saying, do you have any wombat photos you'd like us to use? Because again, if any viewers ever actually have a photo of the mammal in question and want to submit it, always feel free. I think that's always wonderful when it happens. They're so friend-shaped. God, I just want to look at the wombat gallery for a minute. Holy shit. Holy shit. Yeah, no worries. No worries. Oh my god. Oh my god. They're too good. Yeah. No, well, I guess they do crush creatures' heads with their bugs, but that's just out of self-defense. Otherwise, wombats are just, like, incredibly friendly and kind creatures, I'm pretty sure. Are there any I can, like, license? Yeah, it's just many. Look, I get peeking out from under there. Look at this. Look at this. Oh yeah, Valerie. God. Yeah, I would love to see wombats. I don't think I saw any in my entire month there, and I feel so robbed now. I saw many wonderful marsupials. Not a wombat, I don't think. Major Boy Peaker Crowcroft. Are they monthly? They have short, strong legs and long claws and are very efficient diggers. Hell yeah. They run up to 40 kilometers. I think I was joking about how they look delicious and like slow and stuff, but no, I'm such an idiot. That is unbelievable though. I feel my guess that this thing is like a lumbering creature was kind of like a reasonable mistake to make, because this thing does not look capable of like running 40 kilometers per hour. Holy shit. Holy shit. He is fast as hell. Can wombat run? They are quite bare with it. They're like weirdly tiny bear. Which is awesome, because I think like bears are kind of like uncontroversially among the cutest shaped animals, you know? It's hard to imagine a better shape for an animal than bear, you know? God, they're so awesome. It's a wonderful trot. I know, they're so chubby and they have such short, stubby legs. How the hell do they reach 40 kilometers per hour? The way their heads are just so massive also, I can see. Oh my god. Why do you have to roll it on the fucked up adjective week? I have no idea how monthly these are. I don't think I saw any monthly stuff. They're so friendly. I think they're extremely go-game. They're not creepy. I think they don't deserve like a literal 0 here. I think they deserve a little credit just because they're so like bizarre and singular. You know, there aren't really any mammals like this, so it gets slightly unsettling. Like, it's mostly wonderful and adorable and cute. But there is something kind of slightly strange. It's the common wombat. They're all over. Yeah, the square feces is also a bit creepy. Also the predator. Yeah, you know what? They're actually, they've got some creep to them. You raise good points. I think they're extremely weakly. Like, you hear about these all the time. They shake cubes. They crush predators to get with their ass. But mostly they're just really chill, friendly, cuddly teddy bears. Their burrows are used by all. They're fine with it. Welcome, Tengu. Hell yes, you have no idea. Anytime someone gets a, just hearing that anyone is getting into iNaturalist through the stream is like so incredible. Or just hearing, I don't know, if people are, whenever someone says that like went outside and paid attention to the like bird songs or like looked out for squirrels or whatever because of my stream, you just have no idea how happy that makes me. yeah, definitely. Oh yeah, they run 40 kilometers per hour, which I agree is a bit creepy. To be honest, I'm like subject 0 for that. Like, I think were it not for this stream and all you, I would never have like gotten into animals in the way I have recently. Yeah, I think Seek like gamifies it too. The both apps, like the iNaturalist app, Seek, I think is like quite user friendly, especially if you're not like familiar with the actual sides of things. But iNaturalist does also have the species identification, if all you mean is like the image recognition stuff, which is like really strong. I'm tempted to try Seek, because I do think I would find some of the gamification elements fun, but mostly I just use the iNaturalist app, because most of my photos I'm taking are on my camera anyways. So to be honest, mostly I just use the iNaturalist website. But yeah, wombats are so good. Syncerus caffer. Everything is exploding. Oh sure, why not? Why not common wombat into African buffalo? This is one of the big 5, but it's like, it's kind of the like, the big 5 is so funny. I mean, iconic animal, sure, but the big 5 is always so funny to me. Like, I am sorry, African buffalo. I am sorry, but you know, it's clear who was the last one to make the cut, you know? Like, I love the African buffalo, but yeah, the big 5. The 5 iconic animals of Africa. It's funny, because it wasn't even a, like, iconic Skagus thing originally. I think these are just supposed to be the 5 hardest animals to hunt. Yeah, sorry, African buffalo. Yeah, also African buffalo over hippo is crazy. I wonder if that's because people don't really hunt hippos. But my favorite thing about the big five is the little five. Oh no, wait. Yeah, the little five. Check out the little five. This was like, I think a college is promoting this to like show off, because the big five started as a hunting thing, but then it became a safari thing. Like, these are the 5 things you want to see on safari. But I think the little five are awesome. I think they tried to promote this as like yeah, that is the insane thing. The Cape Buffalo is supposed to be the most dangerous of the big five, which is like deeply fucked up. I was gonna get, yeah. Yeah, I love the little five. Yeah, it is known as the Black Death or the Wiggle Maker, and it's widely regarded as a very dangerous animal. Sometimes reported to kill more people in Africa than any other animal, though that's also made about hippopotamuses and crocodiles. I remember looking into this, and I think crocodiles clear everything. Like, in terms of killing people, number 1 is mosquitoes, number 2 is humans, number 3 is dogs, not because of like immediately lethal dog attacks, but just because in India especially, they're just such a big rabies vector. But in terms of the like man-eating animals, like the ones that like kill you in the more traditional way, you like the ones that just kill you then and there, I think nothing comes close to crocodiles. Like, hippos are very dangerous, but the thing about crocodiles is that they're also extremely dangerous, and they're ambush predators, and they just like live right next to highly populated places. So hippo's probably much more much more dangerous than a rhinoceros, but yeah, exactly. They put up like very limited numbers because they're just in a small range that's not like close to major settlements. Meanwhile, there are just so many, like the Nile is just swarming with like crocodiles that will just happily eat people. Yeah, exactly. You're just like, people are just running into crocodiles all the time. Actually, snakes are very high up too. But in terms of just like, you know, killing you not via like poison or anything, they are a lot like dragons. Crocodiles are, I think, like for something that doesn't fly, crocodiles are quite dragon with it. Like, the scales are so draconic, and they're just so, like, ancient and powerful looking. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like, dogs are just so integrated to human society that, like, the fact that they can get rabies means... Oh yeah, the, like, oxpecker birds. I love these little symbi. When a tiny creature is in a symbiotic relationship with a giant creature, that makes me so happy, you know? I love that they help each other out. I love that they're like, there's a significant chance when you see a buffalo, it's just gonna have this strain. Yeah, no, look at those. I love when birds have these like colored feathers around their eyes, so it just looks like they have giant colorful eyes. Yeah, no. Okay, the beak is insane, but the eyes, only the red and black part is the eye. The yellow is just, like, colored feathers around the eyes, but always looks like part of the eye to me, and it always looks insane. Yeah, the buffalo here looks awesome. Oh, hell yeah. Look at them. They are kinda just cows. Like, cow that can kill you in a heartbeat and happily will. But they are kind of just cows. Wonderful. God. Yeah, yeah. Holy shit. Yeah, few predators capable of defending themselves and killing lions. So lions do kill and eat buffaloes regularly. And in some regions, the buffaloes are the lion's primary prey. However, it often takes several lions to bring down a single adult buffalo, and the entire pride may join in the hunt. That feels quite unfair. They do lose in fights to rhinos, but that's quite rare. Yeah, God, her animals are awesome. They have been. Oh my God, Forrest! Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, welcome. We've been having insane rolls. Just before this, we had common wombat, and now we have African buffalo. Wait, this one has two symbiotic birds, because this is the Caggle egret, which is not the same bird that was hanging out with the other one. These just lovebirds. But yeah, welcome Forrest, welcome Inglas. What were you up to, Forrest? And welcome AO7EXE, and welcome Crazy Kiggy, and welcome Q Mickey, and welcome Progs. Welcome, welcome. Welcome Kinski. I have a ceiling. I cannot really look at the sky. If I open my window, my curtains a little more, I can okay, I'm looking at the sky. Oh fuck yeah, I was huge into MapleStory back in the day. Love to hear that. Oh hell yeah. Every chat, like once every 5 years, I'll be like, huh, I wonder what MapleStory is like. I should like quickly download it and load it up to check. And they're always adding like 40 new, like bizarre features that all seem kind of Skinner boxy. I don't think I was ever stuck at Lugubrium, but I think I know what you mean, right? Like, there's something weird with like you could maybe like not have enough money for the boat back or something. They are matriarchal herds? Hell yeah. Love to hear that. Love to hear subordinate males. They vote! They vote! They're another herd animals that vote. The females stand up, shuffle around, and sit back down again. They sing in the direction they think they should move. Love that they don't have male suffrage. Love that's just the women who vote on which direction to travel in. Calves gather in the middle of the herd. That's cute. They protect. That's jogging. That is unquestionably jogging. A calf survived an attack by both lions and crocodiles after intervention by the herd. That's amazing. Make creaking gate sounds. They have like a 50% success rate in attacks on humans. Chasing up lions up trees for 2 hours. That is so badass. I love that they're cows too. I love that they're, oh god, they're like really not caring about these birds. That's amazing. That's a wonderful image. Yeah, it sounded like a viral video. It is quite awesome. Aren't there like ponds of fish people put their like feet in to get like kind of a pedicure thing? Aren't there some fish that will like eat the gag skin off your feet and people like do this? Yeah, it does sound like a lot, but yeah, I do appreciate having the link here if anyone wants to check it out. Yeah, like a popular therapy thing, I think. Some spas will have this. Hey, thank you for the follow, welcome. Unusually intense and prolonged relationship, that sounds extremely joking. Yeah, never domesticated, it's just too, like, lethal, I guess. Like, it's kind of fair. Is it monthly? Oh, they feed intensely, considerably less in July than in April. That's quite monthly. Yeah, they sound quite monthly. They're like extremely doting, it sounds like. I mean, creepy isn't quite the right word, it's more terrifying, but sure, that counts. Yeah, I mean, even though they're like in at some conservational risk, like they're near threatened, they're just so like massive and iconic. I feel these are weekly, they're like always a presence, you know? Holy shit. A big five? Okay. Like, clearly the fifth big five, but you know. They are just easily kill lions sometimes. Friends with very good friends with like multiple species of birds. It's crazy that these are just cows, you know? Well, insane roll. Anyways, I think an ag break is about to start. But I'll be back in like 4 minutes. I'll see you all very soon. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome, welcome. Let's spin another mammal. Lane's pocket mouse. Yes. Hell yeah. It is soft silky fur, 5 inches long. Love to hear it. It is quite good. I like this thing a lot. I love the like bizarre bag of white sand and delicious seeds it's happened to find itself on. Their breeding season is mainly July to August. Those are some months. Other information about this animal is scarce. I know, it feels so like we really need you to be in frame. We're doing everything in our power to keep you here. Eats all sorts of delicious plants and seeds. Some food found in their cheek pouches are seeds of needlegrass, bindweed, sandbergrass, a small bean. Love that. They found a small bean in its cheek pouch, and sedge. One small bean. That's how you know a creature is well documented. When like part of the information they list about it is, we found a small bean in its cheeks once, you know? God, it's quite awesome. I love a pocket mouse so much. Look at it just like curled up in this little sand pit. Extremely good creature. Yeah, it is invisible here. Very ninja. I think it's working. It took me a minute to locate it. Oh yeah, it's very seasonally varied. That feels quite monthly to me. Lime is reporting movement in 24 hours with 47 meters. Holy shit. What a little explorer. That's so good. It must have spotted the most delicious seeing. Like, you know, 47 meters away to make that sort of trek, that sort of expedition. It is killing me. Yeah, absolutely Gex Gorgash. Longest reporting meat movement in 24 hours with 47 meters. Shrubs, annuals, and grasses. Oh, it husks its seeds. It prepares its food. That's pretty impressive. And yeah, like many pocket mice, it does not need to drink water. It gets enough from the seeds it eats. Oh, hell yeah, good addition. Yeah, it's shocking that's not on there. This image is quite awesome too. But yeah, very seasonal creature. I think it's quite monthly. Jogging? It looks like it would be. I don't know. Can we get any information about this? Population turnover is high. That's rough. But that's not necessarily mom's fault, you know? That's not necessarily a failure of jogging. It just, yeah, someone should get this. Creepy? No, but again, it does look like it would creep around, so it gets credit for that. This one much even more so than any of the previous ones, especially the way it's hiding behind 3 blades of grass. Weekly? There are like quite a few observations, but that's probably more of a function of it living in the US than anything. Actually, given how wide its range is and how much of the US encompasses, and the fact that there's only 21 actually makes me feel like it is a little rare. So I'm thinking like 64 maybe? Incredibly stealthy creature. The picture. And what was the number? Yeah. Longest reported movement in 24 hours was 47 meters. We found a small bean in its cheek pouches once. Wonderful. Oh shit! God, we're getting so close to 100. Oh, poor guy. Yeah. Unfortunately. It's a cool temperate forest. July, August, a couple months in there. Probably eats on bugs, possibly gag animals and plants. They're just like listing everything a shrew could possibly eat. This is based on nothing. Zacatecus shrew. They're a couple months. And yeah, shrews are joking because of the cute caravan things they do, but we have no indication this one in particular goes. This image is extremely creepy. It feels harsh giving the shrew creepy, but you know, weekly it's only been seen once, which is not nothing for a shrew. I guess least concern. Yeah, we could use the illustration, but the image isn't too graphic, I think. It's more just a little sag, and that is like the actual shrew and not just a depiction of the shrew. You know, I do like using yeah, I don't know, it's borderline. I can consider it. Whoa, is it not on here? I do want to know. Do I need to pull up the book again? Because I would like to see it in better light as well. Even if I do go with this. A double consulting the tome stream. I think that's the first. This is page 417. It's number 64. So yes, it's not on the thing they provide. On the they just put up the wrong color plate. Oh, it's definitely a shrew. Undeniably so. It's number 64. And the illustration I'm about to pull up. Yeah, it's number 64 here. Sorry, not the best image. But yeah, this is what it presumably looks like in better light. Under better circumstances. Probably it's the regular shrew stuff. That's kind of the only thing they had to say about this one. It lives in cold temperate forests, but that just feels so unremarkable. I don't know if it's worth including. Which is fair. I feel too many of the animals live in like crazy, insane habitats. Lormella perigusna. Holy shit! Marble polecat? Excuse me? I had no idea there were any musculates with like fucking Chiga patterning. Awesome guy? Is this this can't be Alchazimeth, right? Alchazimeth is a polecat, but I don't think Alchazimeth is marble. Wait, is Alchazimeth specifically marble polecat? Holy shit. Wait, that's awesome. Shout out Alchazimeth. Great selection. It gives an awesome polecat. Wormella comes from the German worm line, which means little worm. That gets so mean. Yeah, extremely cartoonish animal. That is awesome. God, that is, look! It's crazy. This image doesn't even show off the, like, Chiga spots, and it's still just incredible creature. God. I love this one. Yeah, the ears are insane, especially in the way. I'll go back to it. First off, like, these two images are really increasing its cryptic score, you know? Wait, holy shit, yes? Yes? Fuck yeah? Awesome. More people should put field drawings on a naturalist. But yeah, the ears are insane. Like, you can see it here. You can see it here even more so. The ears are so good. Alchazimeth! Did you see what we rolled? It's time, yes. God, they're so good. I don't think I've seen like an actual marble polecat. Incredibly good choice. Wait, you like saw these, Malibe? That is insane. That just comical creature. What the hell? Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. But that is still great. That pic was one of your reference images? Hell yeah. I love these night photos with the eyes. I also love this one. They're so good. Can I find who this image is from? Because that would be really good. God, I miss when like reverse image search was like usable, you know? Isn't there exact matches? Oh, it's even CC by. That's perfect. Attribution Zoofanagic. God, what a creature. If the proportions are just right. This might be too long for a full art. A problem I never thought I would have. This might actually be... Normally the problem with full art is that they aren't, like, portrait orientation enough. This might be the first creature ever that gets true portrait orientation, like portrait oriented, true vertical to be a full art one. I think we can just about make this work with it is too long. It does not fit, which is incredible. God, just insane rolls today. We had common wombat and African buffalo into this. Yeah, marbled polecat. That would be quite funny, like a little banner on the right. Though I do kind of like how this full art is looking too much to tinker with it. Welcome, Xavier, welcome, welcome. Yeah, you came here for a good one. Circle back, I think you're right. They move into rodent burrows. That's awesome. They don't dig their own. They're mostly solitary. Occasional encounters, but they forage and rest alone. Wait, what's the great gerbil? Oh, they were! Yes! They live in tunnel systems dug by the great gerbil. There wasn't Giga Great Gerbil mention. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, like, I always find it funny what, like, brutal killers muscelids are. Like, they're just the most adorable long creatures, and then you read this. They have two kinds of killing bites. The first is penetration of the prey's body by the canines, and the second is crushing the prey without canine penetration. To kill small vertebrate prey, marbled polecats crush the thorax. If the prey struggles, they may pin the prey down with the forepaws and deliver head shakes or a follow-up bite to the head or neck. On large prey such as guinea pigs, a marbled polecat bites the nape of the neck and eventually severs the spinal column at the base of the skull. With rats, it bites the throats. Fleeing prey are bitten dorsally, but defending prey are bitten on the head or neck. Bear in mind, that's all talking about this guy. I can't get over this. This looks so fake, right? It's insane that there is a creature this long. It's like genuine comedy. It's so awesome. Welcome, Washo. Welcome, welcome. It's extremely cute. I know. It's... Is there any seasonality? There's not really any mentions of months. It looks like it would be jogging. Oh no, there are months. There are months. There is month behavior. They even time the birth of their cubs till conditions are favorable. And yeah, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Yeah, it is quite good. It is quite good that some of the, like, brutal assassin creatures are just adorable like this. It actually feels like more common than not in the mammal world. Well, I can't give it that score without... No, sorry, I was trying to... I meant to raise the monthly score. Hey, welcome, Giza. Welcome. Let me know if I'm pronouncing that right, by the way. God. Yeah, no, that makes sense, Valerie. It's like unfathomable that creatures are this long, you know? I would think I saw some like weird alien or something if I saw this as a just like this silhouette as a kid. Is there anything about like how they care for their young? Their eyes do not open until 40 days. Weaning occurs at 50 to 54 days, dispersal at 61 to 68. So for like the first more than a month, they're just completely helpless. I think they must be quite joking then. And they are, I love them, and they're like incredibly adorable, but I'm with Valerie. There's just something creepy about just how big they are. It doesn't undermine the cuteness at all. It almost adds to it that they're just these strange aliens, but that is a bit creepy. Hey, welcome, Krua. Yeah, it's an extremely good, cool guy, and it is Alcazimeth. It is canonically Alcazimeth. Yeah, unfortunately, they are not joking towards Rogans. Weekly. Again, I feel like if you're an iconic creature, that increases your weekly score. Like, this thing's constantly being thought about, constant presence. Alcazimeth. Ruthless killing machine. There's no way it's this long. Like, come on. Who are you kidding? No one's believing that. I think that's good. Holy shit, what a creature, what a stream. Possibly more pole than cat. I'm with you, circle back, yeah. Oh yeah, I need Klug, of course. Live in the burrows of great gerbils. I'm so excited for Great Gerbil. Not just because I know it would make Thurgan Chaggers extremely happy, but also I love that it's not the Gregor Gerbil. That's like, because Gregor whatever happens all the time. No, it's just the Great Gerbil. It's just the fantastic Gerbil. I think that's quite good. Like, Greg is so much more of an exciting adjective than Gregor, you know? Man, insane rolls. Yeah. Also, like, so many. Whenever I pull up like an all about birds or an eBird description of a bird, it's so funny because it's always like its feathers are a brilliant blue and its bill is a stunning red. Males are beautiful and stuff. Like, they love to just be so subjective in their writing. Like, they love to just call the animals like gorgeous and pretty and beautiful. And then like Jeebif is always like, it's brown, this mammal is like brown and rectangular, you know? It's like they never, there's always just so much giant. They're never like, this thing has adorable round ears, which is messed up. Yeah, ornithologists do just love birds, which is awesome. Akodontius, so is this the grass mouse like something that's not a grass mouse? The Paramo Hoxakugo. We've had other Hoxakugos before. They're like small rodent things. Oh, it got like merged into Peromyscus, maybe? Not according to Jeebif. The Akodont-like Hoxakugo. Yeah. Well, this thing is an Akodon simulation, right? It's like a false Akodon. It's like an Akodon, but not an Akodon. This is a simulated Akodon. Or an Akodon simulacra or something. Simulacrum, I guess. There's no information. Do we at least have an illustration? No. We have nothing about this creature. It is found in Argentina, Bolivia, and Peru. It might be the same thing as the Argentine Hoxakugo. Oh, but we maybe have a photo. Okay. Hold. Yeah, probably because like almost no one actually considers this its own species, but it's still quite weird. Okay, we're going purely vibes on this one. By taking J out. There's no info about this one. We just have to like score based off vibes, I guess. Don't like a Sakura. No months have been mentioned. I mean, nothing has been mentioned, but that's good enough. This one would be jogging, just not as much as some of the other ones. Well, it has some like, what is it hiding? Why do we know so little about it? That's a little unsettling. Weekly, not at all. No one has ever seen this. Also, I'm like a bit worried because there's a different species name here, but then it does mention that they believe this is synonymous with a subspecies of this species, so maybe this is that subspecies. I don't know. Photo is probably wrong. There is no info on this one, like, at all for some reason. The only thing I know about it is that it might just be some other creature. Actually, like it might just be the Argentine Hoxakugo. Not real. I think that's good. I have nothing else to say about the Akodon-like Hoxakugo. Let's roll another mammal. Fuck off, Akodon like Hoxakugo. Get out of here. I never want to see you again. There should be a Hoxakugo like Akodon. Yeah, that one was a simulation. It genuinely was. Rattus villosissimus. See, this is the wheel's revenge on us for getting like wombat and marbled polecat and so on. Now we get the plague rat. Yeah, Rattus is an iconic genus. Like, it's a huge genus, but it's iconic because all the default rats are in here, as well as many very much not default rags, like this motherfucker. I love you, plague rat. Hell yeah. I love that it's called that. It's hard not to be sympathetic with the creature that is sometimes just called the plague rat. That is brutal. Is eruption spelled like this the word? To erupt is to break into, like intrude, like erupt. Wow. Yeah, I guess eruption with an E is going out of, this is going in. But it is also apparently just a word for a abrupt increase in animal population, which is why these are called the plague rats. Sometimes there'll just be like a giant wave, a plague of rats. Of these. They are Australian. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say, are you familiar? Yeah. Yeah, it is great that they use... Wait, yeah, they use Central Australian rat plagues. They just fully talk about this guy. I've seen them before, but they are kind of basic, just a basic rat guy. Yeah, that is the impression I'm getting. It is cool that they come in like massive waves, and I do like basic rat guy quite a bit, if I'm being honest. Many things eat them. We don't understand their diet, but probably like plants. While at times carnivorous and even cannibalistic, awesome. Surprising, I guess we haven't had a plague of Rex there in a bit, because there's surprisingly few Fogos. But it might also, it like mentioned Central Australia, it might just be like quite sparsely populated areas. Kind of just like the Wikipedia image. Most hairy, that is wonderful. Yeah, that makes sense then. I was like reading about night parrots and first off, night parrots are awesome, but also just Central Australia seems so interesting to me. Like all the places that are just like many miles away from like any paved road. Yeah, night parrots are so interesting. They're like such a good like name and concept for an incredibly elusive, like not, you know, like creature, right? The like night parrot just has so much mystique, and the idea of this like one species of parrot that that's like adapted to be nocturnal is wonderful. Right? They so sound like a cryptid, and they kind of were. They kind of were a cryptid for a long time. Like, there's a while where we just thought they were maybe extinct, I think, and then we found, like, one dead one tangled in some barbed wire, and then it took forever to find a nest. But yeah, no, I've read all about them. I'm just gonna call it the plague rat. That's the funny name to me. That is, like... Okay, am I crazy for doing this? Probably I am, because there could be the, like, I need to leave room just in case there's, like, the June mouse, you know? September's monkey or something, right? But if it comes in, like, giant, massive waves, like, if you get, like, a literal plague of racks worth of these guys, it doesn't get much more monthly than that, you know? Yeah, it is also probably more a yearly thing than a monthly thing, makes sense. That's so interesting though, just like something whose population just like after rainfall will just like explode massively. 8 minutes of racks on the move? Wait. Here we go. Here, I have it up. Let us see this. I love how... Okay, there we go. Logging in every year to do my yearlies. There should be a game that has yearlies. That does sound really cool. Like, just... Yeah, the, like... land just coming alive. God, they are everywhere. Let's watch the full 8 minutes of this. That would be wonderful. Hello, Clunk! Welcome! We are reviewing the Plague Rat. The Australian rat that will just, after rainfall, take over the, like, just like, massively take over Central Australia. Dogging. Their activities are influenced by the amount of moonlight. That is quite wonderful. 12 young every 3 weeks. It feels quite hard to imagine they're particularly jogging if they're like pumping out 12 new rats every 3 weeks. Yeah, no, but these just seem to be genuine. Yeah, exactly. These are, I think, just genuine Australian rats. Oh yeah, they do follow a lunar cycle. That is extremely monthly. I'm getting it back up there. Okay, creepy, there is something like, I mean, it's very cute in this image, but there is something creepy that, like, after it rains, suddenly, like, the entire continent just gets, well, no, not the entire continent, but, you know, suddenly this, like, obscure rat just, like, massively increases in population and is all over the place. Like, that is undoubtedly a creepy concept. Yeah, it is interesting, and it's weird, because I think of those, like, small marsupials, like the gasteropods or whatever they are. In my head, I always just imagine them filling the niche that like rodents fill here. But that can't be true because you do just have many native small rodents somehow as well. I don't know if they're weekly though. That seems too small of a time scale for them. After it rains, their population just explodes and they kind of take over Central Australia. Activity heavily influenced by the moon. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, because all the gasteropods are like a lot of them are like quite carnivorous, right? Like a lot. You have legal carnivores, which is quite interesting there. Yeah, that makes sense. It's weird because like I feel like there aren't really legal carnivores much at all in the mammal kingdom. Like depending on how you count insectivores, but in terms of like eating vertebrates. Chiapan gearmouse, let's go. Possible specimens from Guatemala have not been confirmed. Strongly associated with primary and old growth forests with high structural complexity. I love a structurally complex forest. Mosses and other cloud forest vegetation. Eats fruit, seeds, mycorrhizae. Myco is mushroom, right? But I don't know what rhizae is. Oh. Symbiotic association between a fungus and a plant. That's quite fun. Just heaps of symbiotic mushrooms and plants and arthropods. Yeah, rhizomes, roots. That makes sense. There were like 0 photos, right? Do you have an illustration? I hope so. Choose 78. Yes. Wonderful creature. Sure, the mouse. We've been getting, yeah. After all the crazy things, we get a string of like very normal rodents, which I think is only fair. Presumably nocturnal, burrows along steep slopes and ravines and under tree roots. How monthly is it? I know, there's like quite a few gerbil types, but I guess there are just so many mammals that they don't actually come up that often. I like to imagine I've been a bit unlucky in that front. 'Cause there really are so many jerks. Wasn't really any seasonal mention. I feel like this would be joking. There is something a little creepy about it. I don't know. I don't like its expression here. It looks a little evil. No, this thing's way too obscure. It's mycorrhiz. What was it? Mycorrhizae. Associations. Symbiotic associations of plants and fungi. That's cool. Oh yeah, loves structurally complex forests. I like that. I don't know really what that means, but I take it literally. Just forests with a lot of stuff going on, with many strange interlocking shapes and such. Hell yeah. Let's spin again. Jaculus? Wait, is this... Oh, I thought it was gonna be like Jackal or something, but much better. Oh, hell yeah. Look at those feet. Look at those pagging feet. I feel like... God, how many jerks have I had? It's not nothing. Like, I feel there have been a number of them. Yeah, you summoned this. This is Jaculus. 3? I must have had more than 3. Also known as a lesser Egyptian gerbil. No, it's not. No, this is just a gerboa. This caption is just wrong. Incredible. I mean, it is quite gerbil-esque. Like, this is even maybe a particularly gerbil-esque gerboa. But like, yeah, come on, serious topics, kid. God, it's so good. I love gerboas so much. Thank you, Greekra. It is a very Pokemon mammal. Wait, is the Greater Egyptian gerbil an actual gerbil? Like, it's like extremely funny, so... Oh, hell yeah. Awesome name. Okay, this is a lesser gerboa. Is this the right lesser gerboa? This might just be lesser gerboa. So if you search lesser gerboa, you just got lesser Egyptian gerboa. So maybe this is the right creature. Well, let's take a look. Let's see if it seems to correspond to the other gerboas. Can't watch. I can't see this happen to lesser gerboa right now. If you all want to watch, go ahead. I'm sure things go well for the gerboa ending. I'm sure the gerboa wins, right? Yeah, lives in sand, shockingly. Not reported to hibernate. Yeah, exactly, Austral Sage. They burrow in sand dunes. Not hibernating cooks into the monthly score, maybe. That could be some monthly behavior that they do not engage in. Oh, they sift through sands with their forelimbs to search for seeds? That is adorable. They were found in the Giza pyramids, iconic creature. Regularly consumed by the eagle owl. Like, all of the mammals today are being eaten by owls all the time. I really would love to see a gerbil in the wild. Could you imagine just like walking through the desert and you just see one of these like hopping along? Wait, the gerboa make it? The gerboa is fine? Oh, hell yeah. Love to hear it. It looks so goading. I love it, and it's so cute, but it is a bit creepy. Like, its proportions are so weird, you know? Weekly. They seem pretty well stuggy in common. I think these might be a little weakly. Oh, fuck yes. Burrows in sand dunes. Lives in the Giza pyramids. Yeah. Wonderful creature. I played a bit of Super Agopex like way back in the like early in the dev. Like I guess whenever Northern Line like first picked it up, I played a bit of it. It was fun. I had a good time with it. It was like very easy to get into, which I appreciated. So many of those Agobagglers are like insanely complicated. Anyways, I think this will be the last roll. I want to like, I have groceries to get, and I want to like prep dinner and stuff. Yeah, that is very true. But I feel I'm kind of on the border. I feel I'm in places where everyone's plaguing and places where no one's plaguing it. But yeah, it is very much a like dichotomy within those, between those places, like. Oh hell yeah, perfect one to end on. Then Killian Frugging Bat. That's good, because we don't have a ton of time before the ag break starts. I can run this one, no problem. Oh, that is wonderful. I really like that. Look at that. It looks so goofy. It looked like it got caught off guard by the photographer. It gets quite joggy. It is kind of a mugshot, yeah. Antillean fruit eating bat. Nocturnal. It's like the last one out. It's like a it's like a night owl. Which I guess would be a gay owl in a back case, but you know. It sleeps in. Commutes long distances. Many months here. January, March, April, June, July, and August. May, June. Common, occurring on at least 13 of 19 major islands. I think that means it's fairly weekly. And it gets kind of creepy. That's why I actually score decently. But I think this one isn't that creepy for a bat. Wait, that increases its creepy score. I don't like this. I don't like this video. Why is this a thing? This is a minute long? It's a minute long? Excuse me? Uploaded by a Yulo boy? This is insane. I'm so curious why this exists. Incredible. No one is gonna be that YouTube video. No, is there a log of months? Are they joking? There's been no indication yet that any of these bats are joking. Yeah, no, definitely. That, like, single-handedly massively boosts the creepy score. And yeah, they are quite common, it seems. And just sleep in. Awesome photo. What is this really? Wow. Oh, am I back? Hello? Hello? Can someone confirm if I am live? I don't know what happened there. The bitrate dropped massively, but my internet seems otherwise okay, but maybe it could just drop out for a second. But anyways, thank you all so much for coming by. Oh, a lot of people are live. I don't think I've rigged. I don't know if I've rigged a Rugi ever. I think I have, but very long time ago. But yeah, thank you all for coming by. And have a good one. Oh, that's so weird, because it doesn't say an act break is playing on my angle. I'm sorry about that. Oh, okay, I'm glad the YouTube channel has several other bizarre silent videos of animal phogos. That is quite exciting. But yeah, have a good one, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming by. Say hi, Yukirugi for me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.